What's up, everybody? It's your boys Cam and T, man, back at it again with another podcast episode of the Cam and T podcast, man. Episode 18 of season 4, man. I am your co-host, Tony T. Tom West. We got my brother from another mother, Cam. Happy podcast day. Welcome back. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's, my brother. How you doing?
Happy pod day, man. Happy New Year. I'm glad to be back, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain for real, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just same old, same old. Glad to spend some time with the family during the holidays. Christmas was good. Got to spend time with my family and stuff like that. New Year's going to be even better, bro. I'm going to be at the crib watching football, eating pizza. I'm going to have a little cheat day tomorrow. And, yeah, man, I'm not going to lie. I'm in a pretty good mood. I really can't complain, bro. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Tonight's show going to be kind of jam-packed. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot done went on. Garrett done got fired. We got to talk about that a little bit. Who will Clemson replace him with at OC? We might already have the answer, though, unfortunately. Also, as well, we got the regular season games, the big three that really matter. We got Panthers versus Bucks, who we'll probably jump into first. Then you got two big games this magnitude. You got Ravens and Steelers as well. That's for playoffs. And then you also as well have who's going to be the number one seed in the NFC. So, which will be between the Seahawks and the Niners. So big weekend in sports. Obviously, college football playoffs is what we're going to probably spend the majority of the time on the podcast on the back end side of the pod. But again, man, we glad to be back, man. We glad to be back on here. We glad to be back live. And Ken, without further ado, man, if you ready, we can go ahead and jump into it, brother.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and start off with the Carolina Panthers first. Carolina Panthers coming into this game, 8-8, division on the line. Right now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 7-9, right? Yeah, they're 7-9 right now currently. And the Panthers, as of now, Cam, have a 71% chance to go to the playoffs. You want to know why? Let's play the scenario out. Carolina wins on Sunday, they're in. Don't even matter what happens, they're in. If Carolina loses on Saturday, they still have a chance. If the Atlanta Falcons, who are smoking hot right now, play the Saints the next day. If the Falcons knock off the Saints, the Panthers are still going to the playoffs regardless. If the Bucks win and the Saints win, then the Bucks will be going to playoffs regardless. So Carolina has a very good shot of winning. Carolina has three possibilities. If they win, they're in. It doesn't even matter. If they lose and the Falcons win, it doesn't even matter. They're in. And I think this is one that people are not talking about. If the Saints and Falcons tie, the Panthers are in. So they technically got three ways in. So 71% chance of getting in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. But let me get your take on it as a Panthers fan. Me and you both are Panthers fans. I'll let you kind of go first. How does it feel to be a Week 18 going into the new year? And we're just a game out of, well, really, we're in if we win. I mean, that's really all we got to do is win on Sunday and we're in. How do you feel about that coming from what the Panthers have been the last decade, essentially?
Would be a crazy story, man. 9-8, because I didn't expect it at all. I didn't think they was going to have a winning season this year. So I think that's really good if they're able to pull that off. It's really a surprise, man. I'm kind of just happy to be here. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
You know, obviously, I would want them to win the game or even making it to the playoffs and host a home playoff game. But I'm just happy to be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we used to pray for times like this. It's been 10 years since they won a division, man. 10 long years since they won a division. So I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then I think this year too, the NFL is kind of wide open, man. Everybody losing to everybody. So it's really no reason why Carolina can't feel like that they have a shot to make a little run or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just really inconsistent, but I need them to show up on Saturday and get a W. But I mean, overall, you know what I'm saying? Things can go either way, you know. Obviously, when you're talking about you don't want to leave your fate in the hands of the Falcons because they might mess around and say, you know what, man, Carolina beat us twice this year, and we don't really want them to make it to the playoffs. Obviously, it'd be a division rival that they putting in there still, and a division rival that they losing to. But you never know, man. You can't trust them Falcons. So it's just one of the things where Carolina needs to just handle their own business and don't even leave it up to the Falcons and Saints game, bro. Just handle your opponent, handle the team in front of you, win, get in, and go from there. And then they'll be hosting as it stands today, they'll be hosting either the 49ers or the Seahawks.
I mean, either way it go, I think if we get to playoffs, we're gonna get blown out. But I just want to get there. I don't even care. I guess I'll go ahead and jump in on my end. I'm kind of with you. I think a lot of Panther fans this weekend were overreacting. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I seen a lot of Panther fans saying Dave Canal should be fired, and don't get me wrong, we looked terrible, especially on offense. It was bad. Bryce only had like 54 yards of passing. It was a hideous game. But do y'all not understand where we were last year around this time? We was talking about who we drafting at number 6 or 7 or something like that. We wasn't even thinking about you feel me? We wasn't even thinking about playoffs. The fact that the Panthers are in this position, it's really honest. Even though it's bad as the NFC South is, it's really tremendous that the Panthers are even in this predicament, period. So I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of just happy to be here, to be honest. Now, granted, I want to get in now because you've had 4 chances to get in the playoffs. You lost to the Saints the other week ago, could have got you in. Then you turned around, could have won, could have got in last week if you beat, the Seattle Seahawks, which again, that's a large task. They're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFL right now. So I'm not even really mad at that. But it's the fact the Bucs, I think a lot of people are making it crazy too because the Bucs lost too. So if the Panthers would have won last year, they was in. So I can understand that too. You have another chance this weekend to get in and just handle business against Tampa, and you win. And you still, even if that don't happen, you still have an opportunity if the Falcons knock off the Saints. So you got several opportunities, bro. I mean, it's right there for the pickings. And I always told you, Cam, I said, I feel like next year is the year the Panthers have to get in the playoffs. Like, it's a must.
Yeah.
But if we right here at it right now, I don't even care if we go to the playoffs and get absolute shalama-bam, 58-0, I'll be happy. I'll be sitting there smiling. I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all can call that loser mentality. Y'all can call that being a sucker. I don't care. If I'm a sucker, I'm getting licked in because I'm not going to lie. I would 100% take going to the playoffs next weekend in Charlotte and get blowed out 58-0. I swear to God, I'll be up there smiling like, yes, I don't even care. We made it to the playoffs, bro. And then next year is where the expectations step up to where, okay, I need a playoff win now. We got to the playoffs. Let's make a little run.
Right.
But I'm honestly already impressed with what the Carolina Panthers have done so far this year. They knocked off 2 out of 3 number 1 seeds when they were number 1 seeds. And honestly, they really had Seattle too until Chuba fumbled that ball. They was in the game with them the whole time till like the third quarter. So again, it's a rough get, but I'm gonna get my prediction on this game. Even though it pains me to say this, I don't think the Panthers win, bro. This just seems like a perfect Panther letdown spot. Prime time. The whole world's going to be watching. Division on the line. I could see Dave Canales trying to do the same stuff he did against San Francisco in a prime time game. And I fear that's what's going to happen. I fear he's going to try to let me be this Sean McVay and show the world what I'm capable of guy in the most important game of his whole freaking coaching career. And he's going to screw it up. And I hate to say this too, Tampa's kind of due for one. They haven't won a game in like a month. They ain't won a game. They won one game, I think, in the last month. And that was against the Cardinals. And that was by 3 points. So I kind of feel like Tampa Bay is due for a win, which also scares me. I think the Panthers lose this game. And I hate to say it, I think the Saints knock off the Falcons. And I think we miss out on the playoffs. I'm going to be honest with you. Just Panthers luck. Hopefully I'm wrong. God forbid, I hope I'm wrong. But I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen, though. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I
just
agree,
Panthers
man.
luck. Like,
That's just like I said. I've been saying this all season long. I have to see it
yeah,
to believe it.
yeah,
So they have to prove me wrong. I know. Look, I know we in this spot, and they've been proving me wrong all season. But I need them to do it one more again.
yeah.
Prove me wrong one more again. That's all I'm asking. But until I see it, what am I supposed to say?
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Cam. If we beat Tampa and we find ourselves in the playoffs, I'm gonna say it again. I don't care if we get beat by the Niners or Seattle 58-6. I don't care. I'm just gonna be glad to be there. I won't care. I don't know. I think most Panther fans are okay with getting blown out in the playoffs, but hell, at least we made it to the playoffs. I think the majority of our fan base just wants to get there. Do you feel that same way?
That'll stop a what is it, 8-year drought?
8-year drought. Ain't been since 17.
We ain't been since Tepper bought the team. So Tepper renewed this for himself.
Correct.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I would like to get it straight up. We go in there and beat Tampa. But even if we get it by the Falcons do their job and we get in, I'd even take that. I just want to get in the playoffs. Just to say, hey, we made it to the playoffs. This is a step in the right direction. Now, next year, I need like 10 wins. I'm not even going to hold you. Next year got to be that year for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, the thing about it is, though, because I just don't want to get to a point, because we're going to be like, think about how we look at Clemson. Clemson made the playoffs last year, but they didn't make it on their own accord, though.
No.
They made it because somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's why I want the Panthers to go in and earn it on
That's what I'm
Saturday.
saying. You want the Panthers to go in there and get it. So that way, because now we looking back last year, we're like, well, we probably shouldn't have made the playoffs anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that with the Panthers. They need to get in there. They need to win the game. They need to handle their own business and get in there. Because I don't want to get in there off of no look or off of no math. You know what I'm saying? I want to get in there because we beat our opponent. You feel me?
Yeah.
But again, it don't matter. Like, I'd be happy either way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I would hate it if we got in because of math. But what I'm saying is to build momentum and something to build off of.
Yeah.
Get in there that way. You know what I'm saying?
What if we get in the playoffs and get a win? Charlotte would be rocking.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing, you can't. I mean, we can't count them out. That's why I keep saying, why not Carolina? Because now the last 10 weeks they've been alternating wins and losses.
Yeah.
So the history tells us that we're gonna lose the first round.
Right.
But still, it's one of the things that Carolina just can't be counted out, man. Like, you have to, you know what I'm saying? If we host a home playoff game, regardless of the opponent, no matter who we face, it's going to be a team that we've already seen. It's either going to be the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Rams, or the Packers. We've beaten 2 of those teams. Actually, no, it's not going to be the Packers or the Rams. I think they locked in where they at. Yeah. So it's going to be 49ers or Seahawks.
Or Seahawks, yeah.
Now we lost to them already, but we've seen what they can do. We've seen what they got. You know what I'm saying? You get them in the playoffs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You might disagree with this, and we'll move on to the Ravens game next after this. I kind of would rather see Seattle than San Francisco. And you want to know why? Late season Sam Darnold. That's why. Dude, he should have had like 4 picks the other day ago. He was actually kind of god-awful the other day ago.
He was bad.
People ain't really talking about like that. Sam Darnold was terrible. I'm not going to lie. And Brock Purdy can get like that too, but I'm going to be honest. In the playoffs, Brock Purdy kind of rises to the occasion.
He had a heater on Sunday. He had 5 touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying.
He went crazy on Sunday.
I would actually prefer. So I guess I need to be rooting for the Niners
this weekend
too. I think I would prefer Seattle. I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That defense is so good, though. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want. Obviously, I don't want neither one of them. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably take the 49ers because they injured. They banged up still.
And their defense ain't as good. That Seattle defense, some of the best defense I've ever seen, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true. That's a valid point.
Because Seattle, for right now, Seattle is pretty much healthy. The only thing that's holding them back is a potential Sam Darnold stinker.
Yeah.
Whereas
that's
the 49ers,
only reason I'm like, dang, I slick wouldn't mind playing them again in Charlotte, having them come west. Well, it don't matter because either way it go, they're gonna be coming from West Coast. But
Yeah.
again, man, I just know Sam Darnold's capable of putting up an absolute stinker. But you're right, talent wise, it's probably best to play the Niners because the Niners defense is good, but nowhere near as good as the Seahawks, man.
They still banged up. I know they playing hot, but it's probably Kyle Shanahan's best coaching job.
Oh, 100%. 100% is his best coaching job.
So they just, it's just one of them things. Either way, we playing a team that's a game out of the 1 seed, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So it's not looking good for Carolina.
Yeah, I don't think we win a playoff game, but if we were, I would feel. I don't know. Now you got me thinking. I might say Niners too. Now that I think about it.
Either way,
really good. Either way, we get beat, but I don't care. I just want to make the playoffs.
Let's look at the NFC while we talking before we move on to the AFC. Let's just go ahead and look at it now. Look at the whole picture. I know we'll get into it next week, but everybody's basically set except for the number 1 seed and the number 4 seed.
Correct.
Right. Mm-hmm. So because I don't know if the Eagles can they go up to the 2 seed if the Bears lose.
I don't think so. Because didn't the Bears beat them this year?
They might have.
Let me see.
They might have. I don't know.
Yeah, the Bears beat them November the 28th.
So the Bears are locked in. So the Bears locked into the 2 seed. Now,
let me see. Hold on. Let me see who they play this week. Let me check before I confirm that.
Bears should have
They play the Lions this week, but the Lions ain't really got nothing to play for, and the Eagles are 11-5, so they got the same record. Who do the Eagles play this week? They got the Commanders, so they probably gonna win. So Eagles and Bears at least could swap at the most, I guess.
So and then they play, but they would be matched up against the Rams and the Packers.
Correct.
So the Rams and the Eagles played earlier this season. You remember the Eagles won that game,
right?
And obviously the Bears and the Packers been going back and forth. Mm-hmm. And they had two. Their last game was the ESPN Instant Classic.
Yeah.
So. And the Bears' last game against the 49ers was another
ESPN Classic. Yeah, I'm about to say that game was good.
That was crazy. Look, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Don't sleep on the Bears, bro. They
I've been telling people, bro. I was literally about to say I feel like people sleeping on the Bears, bro. That's not no bad football team, bro.
No.
That ain't no bad football team. I'm telling you that now. That is not a bad football team like it used to be. That's a decent football team, bro.
That's a strong team. And in my opinion, like I said, I'm looking at a lot of these teams in the NFC, man. The Rams done got real cold for some reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Packers, extremely inconsistent. You know what I mean? Tampa or Carolina, first round exits, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eagles, extremely inconsistent. That leaves you Seahawks, 49ers, and Bears. Because in my opinion, right now, they're probably the best 3 teams in the NFC.
They are.
So, I mean, I can see any of them 3 making it out the NFC. I can see any 3.
Yeah, I don't disagree. While we're at it, we'll just go ahead and hit this real quick. Niners versus Seahawks. We kind of already done talked about it now, pretty much, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
But who you got in that game? Who would you take as of now?
Who's at home?
San Francisco. I believe San Fran is at home in this game.
If they at home, I'll probably take whoever at home. That's who I'm gonna take.
They so evenly matched, bro. I'm kind of with you. Whoever is at home, I think that's pretty much probably who I'm gonna take as well. I believe San Fran is at home. That's right.
So
Saturday night after the Panthers game. So we're gonna go from Panthers game to that game. That's man. So, this weekend of sports is gonna be nice. We're gonna jump into it, but go ahead though.
That's gonna be crazy. So basically, you gonna know the first round matchup after Saturday. You gonna know. Correct. You gonna know exactly those 2 teams.
Yeah.
Actually, you gonna know the entire.
You gonna pretty much know everything. Yeah. Besides Ravens and Steelers, which we'll walk into AFC. Right now. Your boys start off the year. Did y'all start off like 1-5?
1-5.
1-5. You told me, Tony, we're gonna walk them down, and they did. They walked them down. Now it comes down to y'all and the Steelers in this game to get to the playoffs. I'm gonna let you just go. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Give me how you feeling. What's going on? What's the mood in Baltimore? What's the deal?
So think about what I just said for the Carolina Panthers, right?
Yeah.
And it's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite, bro.
So you think the Ravens show up to the occasion?
No. I'm saying I won't be happy. I'm not happy with the Ravens, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
want them to make the playoff.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, I think that I'm not happy with how they made the playoffs. Like
Okay.
Carolina shouldn't be in this position.
Right.
The Ravens, because
Truly.
we thought they were going to be bad. The Ravens shouldn't be in this position because they should be better than this. Is basically
Right.
what I'm saying.
I got you.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. So it's one of those things where it's just like I'm disappointed that it's come down to the last week of the season, because I think on paper Baltimore is probably the most talented team in that division. I think Pittsburgh is too old. Cleveland stinks outside of Myles Garrett. And then Cincinnati, of course, got coaching and player injury issues. So Baltimore should have been a top seed in the AFC, especially
Yeah.
since a lot of the AFC brass has been eliminated. All
Yeah.
the elite quarterbacks are out.
Yeah.
Burrow's out. Mahomes is out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this should have been another year that they should have been in prime contention for an AFC championship game. Now you battling the last week of the season against a division rival, somebody who's beat you 2 weeks ago already. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Pittsburgh is going to be at home during that game, right? Because I think they
Yeah.
beat
It's a
us.
home game.
Yep. So it's a home game for Pittsburgh. So there's a lot riding on this game. Now, one thing I will say, if Lamar is out, then Pittsburgh should really have no issue beating the Ravens. Also, I know a lot of people have talked about. I'm not going to get into the nonsense that's been going around about Lamar not being with the Ravens next year, because that's just a bunch of baloney.
Yeah.
But I do address the whole would the Ravens be better off not playing Lamar this weekend? And I'm gonna actually give you an honest response. I think the Ravens are better coached when Lamar doesn't play. And the reason for that, the reason why I say that is because I think they rely way too much on Lamar. They expect him to go out there and just be dynamite every single play. And he usually is. But this season, as you can see, he's dealt with a lot of injuries, and he hasn't been as dynamite as he was in years past. And that's kind of exposed a lot of the play calling from Todd Monken. It's exposed a lot of the situationals from a John Harbaugh. So at the end of the day, I think the Ravens need to lean on that run game. They need to rely on Derrick Henry, who had a marvelous game last week against the Patriots, right? Yeah, it was the Patriots. Had a marvelous game against the Patriots. No,
Yeah.
who did we play? We didn't play the Patriots. We played who did we play, bro? I can't even think. What's it? It was the Packers. Excuse me, the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had a marvelous game against the Packers. All right. This week they need to rely on the run game, regardless of who's at quarterback. If it's Lamar Jackson, then obviously that can help you open up the pass game a little bit more, but you still need to dominate on the ground. And if it's Snoop Huntley, then you need to go all in on the run game. So ultimately, man, I think and to answer your question from earlier, you asked me, do I want the Ravens to make the playoffs? Because a couple of people have asked me this. And it's tricky, man, because it's like I want to say no for a lot of reasons. Obviously, I think I want Harbaugh gone.
Yeah.
I saw Monkey's name come up, and shoot, we're gonna get into that probably later, but he came up in
That's the
Clemson's
next
OC
subject.
I've seen, I don't hate Monken. I really don't want him to go, but if it's one of those things where they feel like that's the best decision, then maybe so. Obviously draft pick comes into play. You want a better draft pick.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that regardless of the draft pick, the Ravens are going to draft somebody special probably. I know regardless of the outcome, they're not going to fire John Harbaugh. And I know regardless of the outcome that Todd Monken is it seems like he wants to go back to the college game, so he might leave anyway. So there's almost no difference between making the playoffs and not making the playoffs for like under any circumstance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I just say go out there, try your best to win the game. First round, that will put you up against Houston, right?
Who's playing really good right now?
Playing good football. So I mean,
let me ask you a question. What's the injury status on Lamar though? Like, what's going on? Why is he?
It's a back contusion.
Oh yeah, you gotta be safe with that. Yeah,
it was a back contusion. So he had a lingering hamstring. I think he had a foot injury, a thumb injury, and now a back injury. So he's had all of that this season. And so, and the back seemed like it's pretty kind of bad because last week he didn't practice, I don't think. And then this week, I don't know if he's back to practice or not, but he probably not even gonna play. I don't expect him to play this week against the Steelers. So I don't know. It
always seems like this time of year is when he's banged up. Like right when it matters.
Take a lot of hits. And it's so for this whole season, he hasn't practiced on a Wednesday. They've been giving him a day off in practice this whole season. So that way he can try to get healthy and everything. And I'm almost at the point now where I'm like, actually, it might be wise to not make the playoffs because he can get a full offseason of rest. Yeah. So I don't know.
Let me ask you another question before we move on to the college stuff. Because I have been hearing rumors that Lamar is kind of fed up with Harbaugh. I don't know how true that is. I know people were saying that. But what's with that? Because it almost seems like there's a rift. I know you kind of brought it up a little bit earlier. There seems like there's a rift between maybe Lamar and the Ravens organization potentially.
So the rumor that I heard was that Harbaugh was fed up with Lamar.
Okay, that might be the case.
But I don't think neither one is true. I just think that's a whole smoke screen. So the dude that wrote
Harbaugh,
that article,
he damn near owe his whole job the last 6-7 years to Lamar. So ain't no way he could be tired of him because without him, you wouldn't even be.
He'd be gone by now.
He'd be gone, yeah.
And he be saying that in the press conferences too. So I don't understand. That's why I said that I'm not even gonna get into it because apparently the dude that wrote that article, he also wanted Ed Reed out of Baltimore some years ago. So it's like,
okay, so this dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the dude, something ain't right. Something ain't right about dude.
Yeah.
So I don't get it, man. I don't know. And I kind of like, I don't know if you seen what Marcus Spears said last night on ESPN.
did. I seen it. I watched that. Yeah.
I just feel like that's really the best way to address it because it just don't make sense. It's like when things are going good, when he won them MVP awards and when he almost won himself a third, he could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden he's been banged up and the Ravens have started to lose some more games. Now all of a sudden something is an issue. You know what I'm saying? He playing too many video games or something like that they're trying to say. Or I don't know what all they was trying to say, but just a bunch of ridiculous stuff. We talked about it the other night, and it's just a bunch of baloney, bro. Because keep in mind, it's the same dude early in the season who came out and told the team, y'all playing too many games. Y'all not taking football serious enough. That's what Lamar said. He said it to the squad. Remember, because he got rid of the ping pong and the foosball tables. Yeah. He felt like when they was 1-5, they was still going up in there playing ping pong and foosball. Mm-hmm. Yeah, playing around and not taking the season serious enough. And so I don't see how that translates to him being whatever, having baggage or something like that. Because the only baggage that you can really say is like what you said earlier. This will be his third season to where he's missed a game late in the season, pretty much. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The last 2 years he didn't, but the 2 years before that, that was when he was dealing with a knee issue. Yeah. Last 2 years he got right, and then this year he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. But again, you gotta, I feel like any team in the league would take that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Any team in the league would take that.
It's like 30 teams that would take Lamar. Trust me.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about it. But who am I? But let's go ahead and transition into a little bit of college football, getting ready for the playoff that actually kicks off tomorrow, Cam. Bowl games are going on as of now. Also, we got 120 people in here, man. Shout out to y'all. retweet, like this on YouTube, retweet it if it's on your Twitter right now. You watching us. Go ahead and retweet this. We got 120 people in here. We definitely can get this out to even more people. So appreciate y'all's love and support as always. Y'all rocking out. The comments is going crazy. Let's look at some of the comments because I ain't even touched on the comments, man. Denzel said, "What's up, fellas? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Denzel." AB said, "What's up, my brother?" AB also says, "Cam, I think your teams go 1 for 2. So I don't know who he's referring to, but maybe he's saying the Panthers win, Ravens don't. I don't know.
I think that's more likely myself.
Yeah, personally. TJ Strickland said, "What up? What's up, TJ?" AB brought up something about the Hawks. I do kind of want to touch on this a little bit later on at the end of the podcast, but it seems like the Hawks and Trae Young are on a collision course for a divorce. So we'll see what happens there, which I kind of figured that was going to happen. So yeah, that's just some of the comments right now. Let's get back into it. Let's jump into the biggest news in college football in our world that took place last night around this time, actually. Garrett Riley, after 3 years at Clemson, fired. Not released, fired, relieved of his duties. Also, as well, safeties coach Mickey Kahn relieved of his duties as well. I'll give my take first. You called me as soon as this happened on the phone. I'm happy. I think this is the right move. Dabo has made the right call on this by firing Garrett. It was needed. The dude couldn't rely on the run. He never even tried to establish the run game. It was just throw the ball. And I hate to say it, I think, and I told you this on the phone, I think Garrett Riley attached his wagon to inconsistent Cade Klubnik. After year one, I would have went in Dabo's office and said, "Give me a new quarterback. I can't do this." When Cade was going rogue against Miami and fumbling the ball against Duke and all that year, I would have said, "Let him go. I got to get another quarterback, Dabo. This ain't going to work." I think he hitched his wagon to Cade, and unfortunately, he paid for it. Now, I do want to get to some disappointing news, though. The disappointing news is, allegedly, former Clemson OC from 2012, Chad Morris has been linked to the job. And they're saying he could be the guy that comes back to Clemson. And me and you talk about this off camera. Dabo, if you do this, you're going to get fired in 2026. This is career altering. I'm telling you now, if this fails, Dabo will be fired in 2026, brother. If he brings back Chad Morris and this thing flops, by the way, Chad Morris has not called plays since 2020 at Auburn. He has not called plays in almost half a decade. I hate this idea. I hope it's a rumor. I hope it's not true. I'm cool with the dude from Duke, Jonathan Brewer. I'm cool with the dude from Pitt. I'm cool with the dude from Texas Tech that was getting mentioned. I'm cool with him. Hell, I'm even cool with Joe Brady. I love Todd Monken. Todd Monken would be a hell of a choice. I'm cool with him. Chad Morris, no. If Chad Morris is the hire within the next 24 to 48 hours, Dabo, you are writing your own death wish. And I'm going to sit here and watch. Because if you go 6-6 next year, you will be fired. Without a shadow of a doubt, I think he will be fired. If he has another year like this year, he will 100%. If you egg Joe's career at Clemson on freaking Chad Morris, you will be fired. That's a fact. You're literally, I think this is the biggest hire of Dabo's career because he has hired and fired somebody. I don't think people notice this. He has hired and fired somebody for the last 5 years straight. Have you noticed that? I don't think anybody's really talking about that. 5 years in a row, he's hired and fired somebody. Streeter, Goodwin, Riley, all them guys, every other year. I'm telling you now, if he hires Chad Morris and this thing goes terribly, Dabo start packing up your house. It's over with. And that's where I'm at with it. I can tell, and I don't know if you was feeling that vibe too. People call me this big Dabo hater. They think I hate Dabo. They think he's the worst person on earth, and I really don't. I even seen some of the most loyal Dabo responders coming up to me like, "Yo, Tony, you might have been right. You might have been right about Dabo. He might be washed." After watching that game last week. And I'm like, I've been trying to tell y'all this, bro. But if he does this, This shows me two things, Cam. He's not serious about getting up at the top, and he still cares about nepotism in the buddy system. If he does this move right here and goes to Chad Morris, you might as well punt on 2026. The Clemson Tigers will be trash. That's a fact. 7 wins at best like this year. I think hiring Chad Morris would be a terrible idea. And I got a feeling that's what he's going to do. But the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Whoever he brings in at OC, I don't think it's gonna be good anyway. Like the year isn't gonna be good. Yeah. I don't think, because I know that's your man's, but we got to see more from CV. You know what I'm saying? Like it all, a lot of it depends on CV. I know.
No disrespect to CV. He's a fan of the podcast. I love you to death, brother. I think we need to get a portal guy. No disrespect to CV at all. Like, no disrespect to him at all. He's a good dude. That's my boy. Love him to death. From what I've seen, you probably need a portal quarterback. Like, but that's just the truth.
Happen, though. You know that's not gonna happen though.
And if that's the case, Dabo Swinney should be fired in 2026. Like, I'm just being honest.
But
I'm being like, we gotta stop sugarcoating crap. Like, if that's the case, Dabo Swinney should 100% be fired by like October 31st, 2026. If we're sitting at 3-6.
I think he will, because we gonna be 1-3 again, start the season or something like that. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not gonna be 1-3 because we got 2 cupcakes at the beginning of the season, but we're gonna be 2-4 at some point this season.
Yeah,
we're gonna be 2-4, and he probably gonna get smoked out of there. And it don't matter if you bring in a Chad Morris, it don't matter if you bring in a Todd Monken. I mean, it's just they're not going after a portal quarterback, and that offensive coordinator is gonna have to try and fit his system to a CV. And again, CV might develop him. He's only he'll be a redshirt sophomore, right? So they might get to, or no, he'll be a redshirt junior.
Yeah,
he'll be a redshirt junior. So they might get to him, and they might be able to, fry something up. I don't know, but
this new OC can do something with, he CV. Might. Because we seen it in the SMU game. He got some talent. He got talent, but
he can at least throw it down the field.
Yeah.
The deep ball was clicking.
Deep ball.
So that's why. So that's why I say I'm not trying to bash on bro, but I'm just saying, it's one of them things where I don't think, based off of what I saw, and again, it could be Garrett Riley, but based off of what I saw, CV, with all due respect, isn't a college football playoff quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He might not even be an ACC championship quarterback, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because in the ACC, you got a Darian Mensah, you got Jennings, because we know Miami going to bring in somebody talented. You know what I'm saying? I've heard Deuce Knight might mess around and go to Boston College, even though they ain't going to mean nothing, but he going to be there. It's going to be some quarterbacks in the ACC this year, but it just, I don't know, bro. I think Clemson's going to, and then on top of that, the rest of the team stinks anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The defense not going to have, it's going to be Sammy Brown and a bunch of usernames. So at the end of the day, bro, Clemson going to be 75 max regardless of the AC.
I'm not going to lie. I think Clemson, only way I can see Clemson being not like 7-5 or something like that next year, they have to hit the portal with like 10, 15 guys. I'm dead serious. Like, it needs to be minimum 10 guys from the portal, maybe more.
And T, they gotta go after them on defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm talking about in general.
They have to get those guys, because I'm telling you, I looked at the guys that they brought in this recruiting class, and to me, it's just gonna be a bunch of Wade Woodhouses.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty. It's gonna be a bunch of guys that can't cover. It's gonna be a bunch of guys that can't set no edge. It's gonna be a bunch of guys that are gonna trip. They're just gonna be slow and unathletic. That's the guys that's on the team right now. Right. Now, if he goes into the portal and gets some guys, then it might be a different story. But again, we've seen this. he not gonna do it. He might go get 1 or 2 guys that are actually good. He might, but he not filling out the roster.
I hate to say it,
like
Dabo
he's
got to
supposed
have
to.
like a 2023 Norvell portal season this year. I'm not even gonna lie. He needs about 10 guys, and like 7 or 8 of them need a hit.
You know he not gonna do that, bro.
I'm telling you, dude, if Dabo doesn't go get, I would say at least 7 to 10 players, and at least like 7 of those 10, and if it's 7, maybe 5 of those 7 be good, he's absolutely cooked. He's getting fired.
Let me ask you this, bro. So who's returning? Who's all gonna be there on the offense? What's the lineup gonna look like? So CV, as of right now,
CV.
he start. I can't. Are we? That's it. That's it. That's
CV.
It's a start.
Gideon Davidson, I would guess.
Yeah.
We don't even know what the health situation is on Wesco right now.
Exactly.
We don't even know. We might need a wide receiver in the portal. TJ Moore, we don't know. I mean, we don't know. He could portal out. We don't
Tyler
know. Tyler Brown, who was dropping the ball like crazy the night ago, so I don't even know about that. Tight end room, I think you're actually pretty okay. I think you pretty much returned everybody back from tight end. I thought Banneker did some good things towards the end of the year. I thought before he got hurt, I thought Pastor Olsen Henry was doing some good things too before he got injured. Sapp even sometimes showed a little bit of flashes. O-line, I think you're losing like half the O-line. Blake Miller, Leahy, which no disrespect. I mean, I'm not really crying about missing him. Lindstrom, you lose like half of the O-line. I'm not even gonna lie. The 2 tackles and then the center, I think you're definitely losing. And then on defense,
what's the name? Braden Jacobs.
Braden Jacobs is gonna start probably in Blake Miller's spot, I would guess, because that's who his backup was at tackle. Yeah, which he was really good actually.
I thought so too.
Yeah. Defense is, you're right. Defense is where you see the drop off in talent wise tremendously, because Will Help's back, but at the other D end, Lawson's probably your best bet, and did he tear ACL or Achilles? Which one? He had one of them type injuries.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's either ACL or Achilles. If it's Achilles, he's probably cooked. So I think you're going to need another DN, because behind him, you got Ari Waterford, who's a freshman, redshirted this year. Defensive tackle, I guess you got Victor Burley. He showed me some flashes against Penn State the other day. I actually thought he played pretty well. You would think Stephen Green, or whatever his name is, Stephen Green, he's pretty decent, but still not on the same level as like a Peter Woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely gonna have a fall. I mean, it's hard to be a Peter Woods, so of course you're gonna have a fall off there. Linebacker, I mean, you're looking at Sammy Brown and who? I mean,
Kobe McLeod. That's it, ain't it? Is he back?
I guess, and no disrespect to Kobe McLeod. Is he really that good? Like, he's just kind of a guy to me. Like, again, I don't want to be disrespectful, because I know some of these Clemson players watch the pod, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't nobody I would think should be starting at Clemson. Rotational player, cool. I'm cool with that. Because I thought at times he was better than Wade this year, at times.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't be starting at Clemson as a starting linebacker. I'm just being real. If you want to compete on national championship level, let me say that. DB room is going to look a lot like Ashton Hampton, probably. Corian Gibson, who started getting some playtime towards the end. After that, I mean, who's back there?
You lost your safeties. Khalil gone,
which he was terrible anyway, so I'm not really that mad at that. I guess Ronan would be at one of those safety spots. I don't know how you feel about that. Yeah, I mean, he probably will be. Ricardo Jones would be back there, which he's probably been the best player in the secondary all this offseason.
Yeah,
this whole season.
Fine. Yeah.
But again, looking at this roster, man, and that's pretty much the starters. This is a 6-win team, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I told you I think Dabo has to hit the portal for like 6 or 7 guys minimum. Like,
that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
If he doesn't do that, I think he gets canned. Like I said, I think he gets canned, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And again, He not gonna do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He not gonna do it. He
Yeah.
not going out there. He's not bringing it. Chris Vizina's been waiting 3 years to be the starting quarterback at Clemson. You know Dabo Swinney is a sucker for that type of stuff.
Yeah,
He's not going. He's not going to get a portal quarterback to replace him. He would rather bench Vizina for a Denson before he would go get a portal quarterback to come in and compete for that QB1 spot. He ain't doing that.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and forget that. That ain't happening. So you got them going to be your 2 quarterbacks next year, and he probably going to have is that Trent Perlman kid still there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, he going to be your QB3. That's probably going to be your QB room right there at Clemson. Running back, like you said, it's going to be Gideon Davidson. I'm guessing Adam Randall's eligibility is all used up. He probably not coming back. Is that right?
I don't think so.
He probably not coming back. So Adam Randall.
Oh yeah, no. He drafted. He's going to the league.
His eligibility
is up.
Yeah. So his eligibility is done. So you got Gideon Davidson and who? You got that Ezzy Omune kid, right? Is he still there?
There's been rumors about portal with him, so we don't know.
You said Jarvis Green.
And he just came off an injury. So again.
And Jay Haynes coming back, right?
Okay, Haynes should be back. Yeah, I forgot about him.
So that's fine. You can roll with them 2 and the third guy. If it's Jarvis Green, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver, you said Tyler Brown. He's the only one we know for a fact is probably going to be back. TJ Moore, we still waiting to hear about him. Wesco, I don't think he that injury sounded serious, so I don't know if Wesco.
I'm really concerned about his long-term health.
And even if he come back, probably not going to be the same player. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
Who's behind them? That wide out. Then they was talking about some freshman kid.
Yeah, Naheem Burrows will probably get in. They were talking about this Juju Preston guy. I don't know too much about him. He's a freshman redshirt, but yeah, I mean, wide receiver might be a place you want to address too in the portal.
Yeah. Oh, they waiting on Tristan Smith, right?
Tristan Smith situation. We don't know about his eligibility, so
yeah. So I mean, it's just one of the things where Dabo, I would say 100%, you got to go defense heavy.
Yeah.
In the portal. If Dabo even neglected the offense and didn't get nobody on the offense in the portal, but as long as he bringing in a couple of guys on that defense, I'd be okay with that. I would personally be fine with that. As long
defense
as
got to get addressed.
You got to do something there. You can't, and because again, everybody that played this year on defense is gone, except Sammy Brown and Will Help. And then Ashton Hampton.
Like I said, I think this is a year where he needs to bring in like 10 players. Like he needs to have if he wants to get back to relevancy, he needs to bring in like 10 guys, 10 starters, 10 players that can contribute. Yep. Like that's a fact. Like
minimum.
Like he needs to bring in like 10 or so players, bro. Like that's where I'm at. But we'll see what happens. Let's move on to the college football playoff games and what actually matter. Tomorrow night, first college football playoff game of the season. And I'm actually a little bit maybe the most excited about this game because I'm on the opposite side of the fence of you. I actually think this game's going to be good. We got Miami versus Ohio State tomorrow in Dallas. Ohio State obviously 12-1, Miami 11-2. This to me is a game where if Miami can muck it up, I don't think they win. I'm going to pick Ohio State to win the game. But if Miami can muck it up and make it kind of like a nasty game like they did against A&M, because I think Julian Saban's a little bit of fool's gold. I'm going to be honest with you. Because when he done played against real defense like Indiana, he looked like crap. I'm going to be honest with you. And then when he played Texas in the year, he looked like crap. So anytime he see a real defense, I'm kind of like, I don't know. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably the second or third best defense he's seen because I would put Miami's defense above Michigan, in my opinion, this year. I think the only defense that they played that's better than Miami is probably Indiana, probably. Besides that, this is probably the second best defense. I might have put Texas up there too, but this is probably the second or third best defense they played of the year. I think Miami keeps it close. I do think Ohio State wins, but maybe like 17-10, bro. I don't have a blowout in this game. I don't see a boat race. I do think Ohio State wins, though. Let me make that clear. But I think Miami, if they can muck it up, this could be an intriguing game. But also, I could definitely see Carson Beck throwing 4 picks and it'd be 28-7 at the end of the first half as well because of how he is. He's kind of like Sam Darnold. When he gets the turnover, it's cool.
That's tough. That's tough. That's actually a good that's a good comp actually. That's actually a very good comp.
Yeah. Because when he's hot, he's hot. But he turned that ball over, it's cooked.
That's it. He started to get rattled. Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State in a route.
So you hear me? A route.
I'm taking them in a route.
So why do you think route? Talk me through why you think route.
Because exactly what you just said. I think Carson Beck, because this not the best defense that they played this year, or am I tripping? You know what I'm saying?
A&M is probably top 10. Ohio State's like a top 5 defense, like maybe even number 1 or 2. Like they top 5, not 5. So you right on that. That's fair.
I think he gonna mess around and go out there. That first pick. Like you said, that first pick on rattle.
It's over. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that. That's it. It's over. He throw one pick, it's cooked.
That's it. So give me Ohio State. I'm going 35. I'm gonna give Miami. I'm gonna say they try to come back a little bit later in the game. I'm gonna give them 21. I'm gonna go 35-21. So maybe not a total route, but it's gonna be one of them games where Ohio State commanded the game wire to wire, is what I'm saying.
I got you. So at 12 o'clock on New Year's Day, we got another playoff game: Oregon versus Texas Tech. Now, this actually might be the most evenly matched game, in my opinion, because both of these teams kind of mirror each other, to me at least. I think Oregon's offense is high-powered, can score, but Texas Tech defense is a steel machine. So I could definitely see this going head-to-head. I think Oregon wins this game for some reason, though, bro. I don't know why. I think Texas Tech ain't seen a team as good as Oregon this year. They haven't. Actually, I know they haven't. They haven't seen a team as good as Texas or as Oregon this year. If Oregon can get that speed on the outside and start getting them going, get that ball out quick, get that ball away from that Rodriguez boy at linebacker and that DN Bailey, they can get that ball out quick and kind of minimize their impact to the game. I think Oregon actually. I'm kind of going Oregon route, in my opinion. 24 like I'm going Oregon route 24-10. I'm taking one of your lines. I think Oregon beats the team pretty solidly. Even though I like Texas Tech, I think Texas Tech ain't seen a team with this much speed, man, and this much athleticism. They in the Big 12. They ain't seen that. The closest team in that conference with this much speed and athleticism is probably Colorado. Like, as far as athletes, I'm not talking about team. I'm talking about athletes on the outside perimeters. I think I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think Oregon wins this game pretty decidedly, like 24-10, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of Colorado, I'm putting the word out there now. I want Clemson to go after that Miller kid, Omarion Miller.
Oh yeah. Me and my dad was talking about that over Christmas. Yeah, I literally said I wouldn't mind either one of those Miller kids, Omarion Miller or Draylon Miller. Both of them.
Dre in the portal.
Yeah, both of them. Both of the Miller kids from let me confirm. I know Omarion is, but I think Draylon's in the portal too. I think.
I need both of them there. Shoot.
Is he in the portal? Let me see.
I didn't know that. I seen Omarion.
Yeah, Draylon Miller is in the portal. Yeah, he's in the portal. Yeah.
Bring them both. Both.
So I'd be cool with either one of the Miller kids. Cam Coleman in the portal too. I wouldn't mind him.
I did see that. Now,
but he's gonna go to a big time player. He's going to Georgia, A&M, LSU. He's going to one of those.
He probably going to Georgia or
Alabama. Yeah, he's
Alabama.
Going to one of those.
I was gonna say Alabama. Yeah. Nah, but back to the game though. So I'm at a standstill here myself because Texas Tech, like you said, ain't played nobody really in the Big 12 like that. But Oregon do this every single year.
Yeah, it's true.
You see what I'm saying?
It is true.
And
It's a
we
valid
talking
argument.
about. So you said you got the unstoppable force in Oregon's offense and the immovable object in Texas Tech defense.
Yep,
It's gonna be a good game.
it is.
I don't know, man. I don't want to jinx because I want Texas Tech to actually win this game, bro.
I kind of do too. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So
I know Oregon's. I picked Oregon. I kind of want Texas Tech. I kind of want the underrated story to go through.
yeah,
I like Texas Tech.
Right. I want them to win this game. And I think they got a good offense too.
They do.
So I mean, I don't know, man. I think this game can really go either way. I'm putting the jinx out there now. So sorry, Texas Tech, but I'm gonna take Texas Tech in a close one. I'm taking it like 28-27. I think it's gonna be down to the wire. Close.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close, or even 31-30, something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Next up at 4:00 in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, we got Alabama versus Indiana. Whoever would have thought 3 years ago we'd be saying this?
Crazy. And Indiana, the higher ranked team.
And Indiana's the higher ranked team going into this game undefeated. I think the Alabama run is over. I think Indiana wins on was that Thursday? Yeah, I think Indiana wins on Thursday. I heard it's supposed to be raining in LA, and if that's the case, that I think favors Indiana a little bit, in my personal opinion. You limit Ty Simpson. I already think he's been struggling anyway. Alabama's run game has not been the best. I think Indiana wins this game something like 20-17, bro, or 21-17, something like that. I got Indiana winning this game over Bama.
I hear you. Well, the Indiana sanity run is over, bro.
You saying it's Jover? You're going against all my picks today.
It's Jover in the Rose Bowl, bro. It's Jover. Alabama is winning this game, dog. Same reason I said last week. I just got a feeling. Got a feeling, bro. Because remember I said last week, I said the only reason I got Alabama in the game against Oklahoma is because Oklahoma had beat them before.
Yep.
That's the only reason I had them. I said Alabama gonna come back and they're gonna snatch that right back. And I'm taking it again this week. I'm going Alabama in the Rose Bowl against Indiana. They're gonna find a way to win the game. I think Indiana, unfortunately, is gonna find a way to lose the game because again,
they've never been in this position before.
They've never been in this position, and I know I use that excuse for pretty much every game, but it happens
a lot, bro.
It happens a lot, bro. Because we say it all the time in basketball. The young teams, they always a year away. Always a year away. We say it in football. If they ain't did it yet, they ain't gonna do it now. We say it in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's always these young teams, these teams that haven't been here before. They gonna get there and they gonna act like they ain't never been there before. Alabama, on the other hand, is used to this. I know it's a different coach, a different quarterback and everything, but they still Alabama, and they still gonna get them good words from Nick Saban before the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take, and matter of fact, your boy coached in the Caleb DeBoer. I'm tripping. He coached in the playoffs before.
Yeah.
In the national championship. So he used to
it. At Washington, excuse me.
Yeah, in Washington, right. Cignetti, I know he coached, they made it last year or whatever, but again, this is a different, I'm taking Alabama in this game. You said it's gonna rain though, so it does kind of change things because Alabama's not they can't run the ball effectively. So
exactly.
So that really does change things. But I'm gonna still stick with my pick. I'm gonna take Alabama. I'm gonna take them. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. Well, probably about the same as you. What you said?
I said 20-17, something like that.
I'm gonna take 24-21, Alabama.
Okay. Let's go to the final game of the playoffs. And I think this is the one. To me, this is the one I feel like it's going to be a blowout. Georgia versus Ole Miss. I think it finally catches up to Ole Miss that Lane Kiffin's no longer there. I think Georgia's going to win the national championship. I've been telling you that for the last couple of weeks now. Georgia's blowing his team out. I think it's going to be a blowout. I'm serious. I'm thinking like 38-7. Like, I think this is going to be an absolute boat race. I know I'm probably on the wrong side of the fence on that as far as boat race. I think if Georgia gets out early, this game is cooked. I just don't – even in that game against Tulane, it was times Ole Miss was pulling their panties to the side a little bit on defense and getting low-key moved around. I'm not going to lie. I think Georgia blows these dudes out, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been rooting. They've been calling me T-Tom, dog T-Tom the last few weeks. Georgia, Tony, whatever you want to call me on Twitter. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think Georgia's winning this game, and I think they're going to blow them out. I don't even think this game's going to be close. I think I'm looking at, like I said, 38-7, 37, 10, something like that. I think this game's going to be an absolute blowout. Georgia's finally getting it. Gunnar Stockton's finally getting it. That offense is rolling. That defense now is starting to almost revert back to like the elite Georgia defenses. I think this game is cooked. I think Ole Miss gets blown out. I do.
Yeah. I think I think what's going to hurt Ole Miss actually is that they've had such a long time off between their last game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you touched on it, your first point, when you said
Georgia has too, though, to be fair. But again, it goes back to what we just talked about 5 seconds ago. Georgia's been here before. The last 5 years, essentially, they've been in this spot.
Exactly.
So,
and Ole Miss coach ain't been there before. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He don't know.
The program has never been here before. This is literally the pinnacle of their like, not trying to be funny to Ole Miss fans, because I know Ole Miss fan, I know he listens to the podcast, stuff like that. This is the highest this program has ever been in life. So they've literally never been here before. I think Georgia routes them, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think Ole Miss, they don't have, they coming in, they coach been coaching them for a week and a half or 2 weeks and a half or something like that now at this point. Right. And they've had a really long time off. Ain't no telling what he didn't put in their heads. You know what I'm saying? And it's whatever it is, it's not what Lane Kiffin was saying. Yeah. So I think, I don't know. I'm taking Georgia. I think it's gonna be big. I'm with you. I think Georgia's probably the best team in the field right now. At least the team that I can have the most confidence in.
Absolutely.
I'm taking Georgia. I'm gonna say the dogs is gonna be dogging. I'm going to give them 45. I'm going to go 45-17.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's a late 17.
Yeah, that's fair. I kind of am with you. I think it's going to be a blowout game. So that concludes the college football talk. I did want to talk about something real quick, like 5 minutes. Trae Young in Atlanta, real quick. Let's talk about this for like 3 minutes, not long. I talked about this the other week ago on here, or maybe this might have been off camera. I might have talked about it on here. I told you, I think the Hawks are at a pivotal point of their franchise where they're going to have to choose. Either A, we're building around Trae Young. B, we're building around Jalen Johnson. Since Trae Young has came back, the Hawks are 0-6. And I think I either told you or I told somebody, I said, when Trae Young comes back, that's going to tell it all. If we struggle when he comes back, was that you I told that to?
Yeah, I think you said it on the pod.
I think I did. I said, if Trae Young comes back and we struggle, it's Jover. He's getting traded. And lo and behold, we're 0-6 since he's came back. I think the Hawks have a center problem. I think the Hawks winning – getting to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021 hurt this franchise actually in the long run. And I hate to say it, and I've been telling y'all this. I think as a 2025, Jalen Johnson is a better player than Trae Young. I think Trae Young hinders this team more than helps. I still think he's a great player, but I think it's time to move on. And I think the Hawks seen what I was saying. Not seen what I was saying, but I think they kind of on the same wavelength I've been on. Like, yeah, okay. Like, we got to move on from this. I think you trade Trae Young and blow it all up and build around Jalen. And I think they're starting to see that as well, too. But I wanted to get your take on it because I know me and you've been talking about that.
I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake the Hawks made.
Yeah.
That was drafting Zachary Reese over Alex Sarr.
He's terrible, man.
I don't even think he's terrible. Y'all just needed a center. Alex Sarr was a center.
Alex Sarr ain't really been that good either, though.
No, he a lot better than Reese say though.
Yeah, he better reach that though.
He's
Yeah.
straight, man. That's
I
Alex
hate
Sarr.
that the NBA did us that. The NBA gave us the number one pick in literally one of the worst draft years ever possible. Has anybody from that draft class did anything? Like that is quite literally one of the worst draft classes I could ever remember in my life. I can't think of one person from that draft class that's any good.
Just Stephon Castle. That's pretty much it. When that last year?
That was before last. Yeah.
That was about it for me. That's all I can really tell you. It's probably a couple guys in there that we don't associate with that class, but y'all should have took Alex Sarr, bro. I think that was the biggest mistake. And it's not even it's not even a thing of is he an all-star, is he a superstar yet? Not quite.
They said Sarr didn't want to come to Atlanta though. That was the big.
I don't care, bro. I would have
drafted him too.
You said it. You said it yourself that Ace Bailey said he didn't want to go play in Utah, but guess what Utah did?
They picked him.
They still picked him. I would have told Alex Sarr, I would have said, come on, sit. You better sit your behind in that Hartsfield Jackson terminal and come on and get you some American Deli wings. Go on to Magic City.
I'm looking at this class. Dude, this class is bad, man. Stephon Castle is by far probably the best player in this class. Zach Edey, I mean, I guess he's all right in the league. He has a role. He's all right, but at a number one pick, no. Yeah, this is a bad class, dude. I don't see anybody. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, this is a bad class. Like, I don't see not one person. I'm like, oh yeah, he's good. Like, that's dude, I'm already in the 40s. I still don't see nobody.
It's 2024, right?
Yep.
I got you. So this what I would have did. So
yeah,
Alex Sarr. I would have took Alex Sarr. I don't think he should have went number one, but even Reed Shepard a better player than Reese say right now.
Yeah, Reed Shepard better than him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Stephon Castle is fire. I really like Dillingham coming out of Kentucky, but I know he ain't did nothing yet.
Yeah.
Bub Carrington. I think he in Washington right now next to Sarr, if I'm not mistaken. He's straight. Jared McCain straight.
Jared McCain, I just seen him.
Yeah. But again,
ain't nobody in this class worth a number one pick for real.
You wouldn't take these guys at number one though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. The NBA literally gave us. Trae Young was complaining saying we ain't got a number one pick ever. They literally picked the worst year possible for us to get a number one pick because literally we were sandwiched in between Wemby and freaking Cooper this past year.
Yeah,
like man,
and this year gonna be even better. This year gonna be even better.
Now we do have an opportunity at the number one pick this year, but we'll see.
But you still ain't gonna get a center though.
So
you still ain't gonna get a center though.
Yeah, exactly. So
at this point, you might as well go on and hope you can get a guard because
what I'm hoping is that with Trae Young collateral, we get a center, and then you go get that point guard you were telling me about from Kansas that ain't played because he hurt. Yeah, they say he tough. So
what I would do. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. Really, what I would do, I would trade, like you said, trade Trae Young for a center.
And some picks,
and some picks, and I would get I would leave Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I would leave him at point because he's been playing well for y'all.
He had 30 last night against OKC.
He fired, bro. He good, man. I would leave him in the starting lineup. I would consider replacing Dyson Daniels in the starting lineup because he don't provide you nothing on offense.
But defensively, though, he's a dog.
He great, yeah. I mean, he's great on defense. But again, if he can't touch the ball on offense, you playing 4-on-5.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And 5-on-5 defense ain't gonna do you no good if you playing 4-on-5 offense.
That's true.
You know, so I think, and I'm not saying cut him. I'm saying 6-man, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying heavy rotation piece.
But I think the only thing that sucks with that is that the Hawks just paid Dyson Daniel really good money. So I doubt they're gonna 6-man him.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, look, you're gonna have a high payroll, but basically what I'm saying is I would replace him in the future with a rookie is what I'm saying. You draft a rookie.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm saying you draft that combo guard, that Peterson kid out of Kansas. Put him at the 2 and get him ready for, because again, if he's dealing with injury now, he might not even be fully available next season, right? So I'm
Mhm.
saying just groom him essentially to take over that starting 2 guard spot. Obviously, you leave a Jalen Johnson in there. You got Asa Newell that you just drafted last year, who I think is going to be a solid player for y'all in the future,
Yeah.
right? So you got a 3 and a 4. You just need a 5. You know, that's the really big thing.
Yeah.
Before we close tonight, did you see my Nuggets might be cooked, bro?
I seen something about Jokic got hurt.
Yep, knee injury. He out for a month at least. And
Oh
I
yeah.
say I say sit him out for 6 weeks instead of 4.
Mm.
I say 6 weeks. I know it's probably gonna knock us down from the third or fourth seed or wherever we at, probably to like 8th or 9th. But I don't care, bro, because I'm still taking my Nuggets over every team in the league fully healthy. So I don't care if we 8th. I don't care if we 9th. I don't care if we 7th. Actually, I don't want to be 8th, but give me 7th, because
Yeah.
then that'll put us on the collision course with the Spurs in the playoffs, and I think we usually all right with it against them.
Yeah.
As long as we ain't playing the Thunder first round, I'm cool.
Yeah. And the
I'm
Spurs
cool.
is kind of getting it going too, though, man. So
They good. No, they good team, but I think we match up better with the
yeah, I mean,
Spurs.
yeah.
Hey, well,
Everybody. Spurs, I feel like really the only
well,
team that can neuter the Thunder. Really.
yeah.
They seem to be
true.
the only team. They done beat them 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
Actually, I take that back because we almost beat the Thunder last year, and they got the same as that team. So I'm actually gonna say that if the Nuggets, I'm not saying every team, I'm just saying the Nuggets would probably rather face the Thunder, because that's a team that at the very least you can take them to 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus when the Spurs was even bad, they was still beating up on us low key. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, another good episode, man. Appreciate y'all's love and support. Happy New Year's to y'all. I know tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I know some of y'all like going out. Please be safe on these roads. Do not be drinking and driving. Take care of yourself. Spend time with family. Go out, have fun, be vigilant, be safe. If that's what you do, if you like to go out, be careful tomorrow night. Also, just stay safe. Happy New Year's to everybody, bro. I don't got anything else. Thank y'all for so much support in 2025, man. This has been a crazy year. Me and Cam was kind of talking about it before the podcast. It's been a crazy year. I moved cities. Cam got a new job, and y'all just stuck it out, wrote it out with us. So again, man, appreciate y'all's love and support so much, man. Thank y'all for another great year, man. We've been doing this thing now for what? Is this year 3 coming up? We started in what, 2023 with this?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're coming up on year 3 of this pod. So again, man, thank y'all for all the love and support. That's all I really had. Cam, did you want to say anything?
Nah, that was perfectly said, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything he said, y'all. Everything he said.
Yep, absolutely. Well, y'all have a good New Year. Enjoy. Watch the football games. Be safe. Happy New Year. We'll